Let's talk about Zama-Zamas, the human equivalent of moles. No. They at least have the decency to stay underground and not show their faces. But after seeing this guy give his testimony with his head turned, that analogy could stick. Maybe we should say Zama-Zamas are the turds that refuse to be flushed. Well, for the past 2 weeks, the plumbing at Stillfontein mine has been stuffed. And the one problem that keeps coming up are the Zama-Zamas. Illegal mining has been around as long as allegations of Uncle Dandy O'Dan's dodgy dealings at Safa. One day is one day, Ndate, and that day is upon us. Zama-Zamas were an urban myth in South African culture that have inspired movies, documentaries, and the occasional cameo appearance on TV shows. But my favorite one is this.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Zama-Zama TV show. And a warm welcome for my co-host, Uday Pulo.
Festive season around, yes, we are one. Siyajayiva sibuye ku Christmas manje si in between New Year and Christmas uyabona into zakhona masiphuma la mina ngiyojayiva ngazi ngawe sisinosa. Okay wabona into zakhona.
Damn it, Dave had so much energy. That was the 1990s TV show that inspired our problem's namesake. The TV show had a huge emphasis on luck, which basically formed the premise of illegal miners trying their luck of being dropped 500 meters underground and being the meat component in a rock sandwich. The Zama-Zamas have built up a notorious reputation over the past 2 years, holding mining operations to ransom and terrorizing small mining town communities. In one incident, they threatened a family and bore a hole in the mother's bedroom to have access to a mine shaft like they were the freaking Mario Brothers. Like, who does that? And with those number of incidents increasing, the South African Police Services had to act. So in December 2023, Operation Valumkoti, aka Operation Close the Hole, was introduced, which I think became a thing once we were exposed to this abandoned hole that trended on social media. But fast forward to today. We have one of the most boring hostage situations in recent history. I expected to hear the classic line from American movies.
No, we don't negotiate with terrorists.
Yeah, not really though. All we got was, we are going to smoke them out. Are you not media trained? You can't threaten hostages. Immediately after you say that, you have conceded the higher ground. Imagine hearing my favorite Zama-Zama, Bane, say this.
You think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. I didn't see the light until I needed my ARVs.
What? Come on, man. Bane is a Zama-Zama at heart. He comes from the pits. He goes around the city blowing up holes to create new mining sites. He banishes Batman to the pits to live a life of hell underground until he comes out the pits without the rope, just like a Zama-Zama. For a moment the script was flipped and the SAPS was being emotionally blackmailed. The government had a problem underground and it was illegal miners. That's a double entendre because of the 14-year-old kid who was found with the illegal miners. I know what Kendrick said, but damn it, I want y'all to feel this shit. What should have been an epic standoff between the SAPS and a rogue entity that plagues South Africa's economy has now become a humanitarian issue. That mine shaft is starting to look like the music video set for DMX's song, I'm slipping and I'm falling and I can't get up. It's sad. This whole situation just proves again how much rights people have in the new South Africa, whether you do wrong. If this was the good old days, we would have had a Komon Skita Layani type situation. But alas, times have changed. We have seen conflicts in Ukraine and Israel go to the International Court of Justice with no success. Yay, there's an arrest warrant out there for Netanyahu after the death of thousands. But that's too little too late. Now on that subject of media training, I'm saying this with a straight face. Why do they call it the Gaza Strip? I've never seen any ladies strip. All I ever see on the news is innocent people being stripped of their lives and dignity. But starve a Zama-Zama for one weekend and every media outlet in the world loses their minds. As of the 25th of November, the appeal to the High Court has been rejected. So that means no food or any humanitarian aid, and most importantly, no ARVs. So it's safe to say it again.
To smoke out, my favorite phrase of the week.
This whole situation is just so confusing now. 14 miners came up to the surface on their own. No need for a plunger. I'm still on that third tip. Their testimony is interesting though. They claim that they are being recruited under false pretenses, they are armed men keeping them hostage, and they are basically slaves like the TV show Roots. Their daily motivation is not prayer but a simple meme posted up on the mine walls for inspiration. That's illegal mining HR 101. I think we should have a break. In fact, let's have a whistle break.
Slalo. How are you, Slalo?
And that right there happens to be the Minister of Mineral Resources and Energy of South Africa. He's classified this situation in Stillfontein as a crime scene. Saying he's qualified for the job would not be a joke on my part. Shockingly enough, Gwede Mantashe was employed at Western Level Mines in 1975 as a recreational officer, and a year later he moved to Preska Copper Mines where he worked as a welfare officer. So he has experience with working with people within the mining sector. He's not the skilled mine worker as his bio makes him out to be. Imagine working a desk job and claiming to be a skilled mine worker. Don't push it, bio writing guy. But I understand why he's dancing around this responsibility of his portfolio. No politician with 2 brain cells wants to be responsible for this.
1 illegal miner, they don't say it Marikana. 2 illegal miners, they don't say Marikana. 3 illegal miners, they don't say it Marikana. Hey, Marikana, hi!
Catchy tune, catchy tune. I understand no politician wants to be the face of Marikana 2.0. What I've heard all week is people resort to artisanal mining due to unemployment. But interestingly enough, the minister attended the opening of China Africa Precious Metals Mine in Orkney, a mine resurrected by Chinese investment to the tune of 2 billion that promises 4,000 jobs 25 minutes away from the supposed crime scene with no jobs. The minister also had a few wise words on the situation at Stillfontein.
Illegal mining is as bad as cash heists.
Why would such a positive story of job creation not be reported by the media and simply be relegated to a government website? Consatu themselves do not believe that this Chinese-owned mine can live up to its promise of 4,000 jobs as reported on their website. Is it a coincidence that the miners are trapped underground in 1 week and in 2 weeks' time a Chinese mine is being reopened 27 kilometers away from the crime scene? South Africa has a debt of $3.4 billion to China. So a Chinese company opening a mine could be another way to supplement that debt. South Africa has 6,000 abandoned mines, of which 2,322 are classified as high risk to the public. Since 2009, only 27 mines have been rehabilitated by the Department of Mineral Resources and Energy. Rehabilitation does not mean that the mine will be closed and access is denied to the general public. Only high risk and unclean mines can cause leaching of highly acidic water into the environment via a process known as acidic mine drainage, which results in farmlands being unusable, municipal infrastructure erosion, and water being undrinkable. In 2012, the mining town of Carolina had its dam water contaminated by acid mine drainage. This resulted in scores of town folks getting sick. The municipality was aware of this and they were slow to report it to the public. The town had no clean drinking water for a year, and the only means of them getting water was via water tankers. The matter was taken to the High Court, which eventually ruled that the government had to intervene. But until present day, the water issues in Carolina have not been fully resolved. Out of those 2,300 high-risk mines, how many surrounding areas are experiencing the same problems? The government's plan is to pursue mining companies that have been liquidated in order to recover the cost of rehabilitation. That's like trying to claim for a dent from a taxi driver who was at fault for a car accident. Worse, they have no insurance. Good luck to you. Zama-Zamas are the problem now. Acidic mine drainage has always been a problem. But how the Department of Minerals and Energy and Resources has handled the mining sector over the past 30 years has led us down this road. South Africa has the world's attention with this situation. We can finally show them our world-class service delivery. By my calculations, we should wrap this thing up on the 1st of December, which is ironically World AIDS Day. I'm Zorch. I only make the jokes, not the news. Peace out.